No one is saying it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Shout out to the UFC and the next couple of cards that we have, and it's pretty incredible. Shout out to them; they did a tremendous job, and I don't know, make the UFC great again. But I don't know, it's always been great. I mean, starting off today, Gilbert Burns takes on Michael Morales. Michael Morales is undefeated. Probably not gonna watch that fight. I'm gonna catch the highlights because it's at 1 a.m. Nobody wants to watch a fight at 1 a.m. It's just more catered for the American crowd, which is cool. Shout out, but it's a really banger of a card. I mean, Paul Craig is fighting in there. Sadiq Yusuf is fighting in there. So, like, yeah, it's a pretty cool card. And then we have Blanchfield versus Macy Baba. I'm gonna skip that one because you know why. And then UFC 316, guys, check this out. Marab Dvalishvili takes on Sean O'Malley. Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. So we have 2 title fights that night, which is incredible. And that's the 8th of June, right? And then there's a fight night where Kamaru Usman takes on Joaquin Buckley. That's incredible. And then Rose Namajunas is fighting on that card as well. Again, man, shout out to the UFC for making fight nights great again. And that other week, Jamal Hill is going to be fighting Khalil Roundtree. Fazeev is also on the card, which is pretty cool. Muhammad Usman is going to be fighting as well. So they have been working tirelessly to make sure that we get bangers for cards. And then Ilia Tuporia is taking on Charles Oliveira. And I'm telling you, man, if Ilia wins, we are starting to relook the GOAT conversation because you don't knock out Max Holloway and Alexander Volkanovski and not be included in that debate. If you know who Alexander Volkanovski is, who Max Holloway is, and how he finished them, it tells you everything that you need to know. Kai Kara France is taking on Alexandre Pantoja, which is very intriguing as well. Pantoja has been he has been bored. He's just been defending the title. He's been winning. He's been dominating. I think Kai Kara France has a good chance of winning, although I don't see it because Pantoja is just, that Super Saiyan glow. Yeah, he has that. And then Benil Dariush is fighting Renato Moicano, which was the fight that was initially supposed to go down, and then Moicano got the title shot. So that's interesting. I want to say Moicano got a championship experience, but it didn't really last that long. Islam was just toying with him, and then he just finished the fight. It was incredible. And then Brendan Royval fighting Manel Kape. I still maintain that Manel Kape is supposed to be fighting for the title, but yeah, there's a reason I'm a fan, and the UFC price is the UFC price. And then UFC 318 is going to take place where Max Holloway fights Dustin Poirier for the BMF title. Dustin Poirier citing that he's retiring after that fight. But I feel like if he puts away Max Holloway in spectacular fashion, he just might decide he doesn't want to retire anymore. He's probably going to want to take the winner of Tuporia and Oliveira. I think Tuporia is on a tear. I think he's just incredibly confident and he trusts his hands, man. I mean, last time he was at lightweight, he knocked out the guy. I think it was Herbert or something. But we will see. I hope Dustin, if he retires, there's nothing wrong with retiring and not being a champion because he is a Hall of Famer. But at the end of the day, it's up to him what he decides to do, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But again, shout out to UFC, bangers of cards. I mean, there's some that I didn't even mention. So Marab will be fighting Sean, Kamaru, Joaquin, Khalil will be fighting Jamal, Oliveira fighting Tuporia, Max fighting Dustin. I mean, they even told us that Bobby Knuckles is going to be fighting Robert Whittaker. Wow, did I really just say that? Bobby Knuckles is going to be fighting Reina Derrida, RDR. So that's going to be interesting. And then the other one is Drakus Du Plessis versus Hamza Chimaev. Du Plessis was trolling on on social media saying that I guess I'm going to be fighting the backup fighter, which is I think it's Nasadine Imavov. I really hope I'm saying it correctly. But yeah, fun times, man. I can't wait. Something to look forward to on the weekend, Sunday morning. So shout out to the UFC. Let me know what you think of these fights and how do you think they play out.